again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Cowboys 0. Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
On the carry.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. 47.
First down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4. Down.
Jamonte Casey on the coverage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And again, it's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now a handoff for Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Ryan. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
Field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
45.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Score, Falcons 17. Cowboys 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25. 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Jones has it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down. Atlanta.
Catch there by Julio Jones. And let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Second down, this is Gurley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Play. And it brings up third down.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
9-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
At the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 40, the 30, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Here's Oliver. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Ryan, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now Ryan on first down. He completes it to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll move the chains. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Cowboys. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down carry by Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
With the give to
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Kill.
Prescott now from the 50. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Elliott again.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
At the 5-yard line.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Kill. 47.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Here we go, D. Check 43. Kill. Get your swerve on. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Falcons 20.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 27, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action now. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
7 yards there and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, it's Elliott, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
45, 45. Mike, 45. We ain't giving up nothing to that.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
36.
Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
27. Sterling Hockrichter to kick off.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Now third down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll try and hurry the kick. Gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They try right side here, Gurley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Ryan. This complete to Jones. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage in the final minute. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, There's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Cooper again the target. And it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
The game at 34.
Comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Oliver. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they will take a knee here as time will likely run out on regulation. And we'll go to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Oliver. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First throw in overtime now for Ryan. Looking deep for Hula. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Falcons.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because...
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.